co-host, the one, the only, Sean Boyle. Why are you looking at me funny?
You took a pause like you couldn't remember my name. I was like, I've been sitting here the whole time.
I was thinking about your title, and I know it's not executive director, and I don't think it's president. I think it's CEO, and I was trying to make sure I got that right.
Frankly, it's whatever you call me.
But
I'll be
it
here.
is technically CEO. But you already made me nervous, and I hadn't even failed yet. But okay, so there you go. CEO Sean Boyle and co-host. Welcome to the All In Show with Terissa and Sean. It's a monthly show. We do it right here at the TCoast Studios, live on Facebook.
And I'm using my phone to share it.
So live on Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. And it is also, you can catch this on YouTube, a couple of different channels.
We're on YouTube?
And yeah, we're on YouTube.
Okay.
Everything's on YouTube.
I know. I was just hoping that we weren't.
Good luck with that. And what other channels, Indira? I know we're on the Roku and the Fire, but I'm not sure how you find us.
We're loading you on
TreasureCoastTelevision.com. Okay, there you go. That's the deal there.
You're like Howard Stern, multimedia. You're the king of
me. I know, because I do SLC TV and PSL TV 20. But I don't have a show on the school board channel like you do.
Right. Yeah. I pick up the second half, the part that you can't get access to. We're on the Flame on every Sunday at 10 a.m. with our Community Connection show. And thanks to WLX TV, once a month, we're on the Education Channel doing the same show.
See, and I'm not on the Flame or the Education Channel.
Well, you've hosted our show, co-hosted with us before.
Yeah.
We've crossed.
Yeah, we have. And I just did a show at WPSL. Those shows are a commitment, and I applaud you for that. But there's nothing I can do on a weekly, in a weekly time frame. Like you say once a week to me, I tap out before you finish the sentence.
I would. We won't get into it now, but I'm not gonna lie. When we approached Larry Lee, we've been doing that show for 9 years. What used to be an hour.
Oh my land.
On Tuesdays, now it's a half hour every Sunday at 10 a.m. But when we asked Larry to do the show, when he told us weekly, I'm not gonna lie, we all had little mini heart attacks. We're like, how can we have enough content for a weekly show? But we've been doing it for 9 years, and big kudos to clearly it's not just me, it's Ashley, and Ashley's a great co-host.
I was just gonna say you have to have help to do it weekly, because it is a lot of work to book guests and have original content, and no,
yeah.
I can't even do it.
But that's not what this show is about. To talk about all of our other shows, because that would be weird.
Sean Boyle, CEO of the Children's Services Council.
Well, Terissa, CEO and President of the Chamber of Commerce of St. Lucie County. This show is all about, for the viewers, to learn about the nonprofit community, people that are going above and beyond, but more importantly, or just as importantly, because it's all in, we ask those nonprofits to identify ways that the viewers of this community can be all in with that nonprofit to help the community. Because if we want to continue this upward trajectory of helping everybody in our community, everybody needs to get involved.
Absolutely.
And hence the word
all in. Yes, the bell is back. So I always tell people that whether they know it or not, they're benefiting from the Children's Services Council, not indirectly, directly, because one, over 400 people employed. That would be considered a large business for our area. And I know those 400 people aren't employed, and he gets a $5 fine because his phone did ring. Just so you know.
It buzzed.
Clearly, whoever is calling you is not a fan of the show because they'd know we were live right now.
Or they're trying to see if I brought my phone here, and clearly I did.
Okay. So anyway, 400 people at the different programs, not by you. And the services that are provided, I guarantee you, if you are a business owner or if you work with your peers, they're all somebody in there is taking advantage of these programs. So, yeah.
Yeah, we, serving over 40,000 children and generally average each year, if you're an employer and an employee and you know somebody that has children, chances are they have been impacted positively by one of our programs, whether it be a newborn with a nurse home visitation, a child in childcare with our partnership with the Early Learning Coalition, or even simply a school nurse in one of the schools. And then, of course, there's, 47 other programs that they could be involved in.
But remember, it's not based on income. So every newborn child in St. Lucie County is guaranteed a home visit from a nurse.
All they have to do is say yes. 78% of all births took advantage of that this past fiscal year.
And early learning, so that provides the VPK programming that almost every kid of the age of 4 to 5 takes.
Yeah, we're not.
You don't fund that,
Yeah.
but you do fund early learnings.
And what we've done, to get a little into the weeds, is early learning. The subsidized childcare is for working families, but it cuts off at an income level that creates a fiscal cliff when they have to take the full amount on. So we're working with the Early Learning Coalition in a pilot project for the nation. Very excited. We got Kellogg Foundation funding for it, as well as the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta is working with us to look at a 2-generational approach to addressing poverty by when the families hit that fiscal cliff, when they lose all their benefits, it actually is a deterrent for them to take a raise.
Yeah.
And so if we can look at a tiered approach where they have to pay a little bit more as they gain their wages, and then we can mitigate that fiscal cliff, we think that's a pathway and a policy level to get more families out of poverty.
So speaking like a true nonprofit head, just like I am, you said fiscal cliff and pathway, but in layman's terms, it means, so I make $15 an hour, I get free childcare, but as soon as I go to $16 an hour, and I'm not saying that's the case, but the next dollar up means you get no more childcare, you get no more benefit.
And a lot of families, it's 10 cents more.
Yeah. So what's the point? Because there's a threshold. It's this number, and then it's this number, and you get nothing.
And so if I have 3 kids, I'm now paying $9 to $10 grand a year. It's not worth it for me to take that raise.
The raise was probably only $5 grand a year, and now it cost me $9 grand in childcare because I no longer qualify for subsidized childcare. So
the theory is that families will park underneath that so that they can receive those full benefits, but that's not what we want, right? We want 3-year progressions.
But I understand what they're doing because, fiscally, if you say I have to spend $9,000 to make $5,000, I'm not going to do that either.
Right.
Yeah. So let's not blame the
We
families.
really got into the weeds there.
But I think it's important stuff.
No,
they should know, that exists. It's not like 15, you have to pay this much, 16, you pay this much, 17, it's like you get some, you don't.
Yeah. And I would just encourage everybody, and I was literally just talking to Jessica Parrish from the United Way when I walked in here, to go to the United Way's website. They have something called the ALICE report, Asset Limited, Income Constrained, and Employed. And basically what it shows in St. Lucie County, close to half of our population, is, I'll call it working paycheck to paycheck.
For sure.
So
I think that's universal across the U.S.
Right, but a mother with 2 children, a single mother with 2 children, needs to make about $54,000 just to pay the bare minimum bills. But the average household income in St. Lucie County is not $54,000.
I think it's like 47.
Right. So we have to look at all these policies that are helping these families to make sure that they're truly moving people out of poverty as opposed to holding them there.
I just realized my bracelet's making a lot of noise, and I'm wondering if it's very distracting. Okay, I'm going to hold it here. I feel terrible. I'm making a bunch of racket.
I talk with my hands.
I do too. I know.
It's amazing we haven't hit each other yet.
We will. Okay, so on the show we feature a children's service. Oh, this is a much larger plaque.
Yeah, and funny story, real quick. And I talk about these plaques because I've got a collection of these in my office because we've yet to. So I have them stacked up, and somebody graciously was coming by to pick up a couple, which I appreciated, from the Boys and Girls Club. And getting to the stack, I had about 4 of these fall on my foot.
No.
And I'm not gonna lie, these are
Karma.
heavy. This hurts. So these bigger ones could have broken my foot.
I'm not sure why it's bigger, because we do get the plaque. The chamber provides the plaque, but it's much, much bigger. I don't know if we're setting a precedent. Is this the new size, or maybe Ismail is just extra super special this month?
He is extra special, so maybe that's why.
Okay. We're gonna go with that because I don't know why else it would be bigger, but we should probably introduce our Children's Services Council Community Impact Winner. So I was reading it, and then you covered
right
it
here.
up. I know, but you covered it up just when I was reading it.
You forgot where I worked at?
Well, I was just reading, and like a true broadcaster, I'm just reading words. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm reading words.
So can I introduce them?
Of course.
Are we going to let them in?
Yeah, why not?
All right. So I think this might be the 4th person that we have recognized from this organization with this Community Impact Award. And as soon as I tell you what organization it is, you'll understand why.
I will.
So, we talk a lot about after-school programs and how important after-school programs are to the community, both for the kids that participate, but also quite honestly, just for the families and the community to keep kids safe and keep them out of trouble. And it's hard to engage teenagers.
Of course.
But there's one program that has cracked that code very well, and that's End It. Everybody's not doing it. They're very successful in engaging youth in arts. They've done the play Daddy. They're turning it into an actual movie.
Yep.
They've done lots of stuff, and part of that is the creativity part, including music. And that speaks to me. I'm a big music
You are
fan.
a music guy.
So we are giving this award to, because he always goes above and beyond. He's such a nice guy and always engaged with the teens and just does a wonderful job at End It. Mr. Ishmael, if you will. I believe your title is the music director?
Is he muted?
Yes, music director. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Yep. Music director. We heard you. So we're very proud because everybody that goes to End It, and quite frankly everybody that doesn't go to End It that runs cross paths with Mr. Ish is overwhelmingly impressed by his commitment to the community, to the teens, and his creativity. So we're very proud to give you this oversized plaque, which is bigger than the one Sonia, Skip, and Sinclair got.
I know.
For the Community Impact Award.
It's not a comparison. You all are very, equally deserving. Ishmael, I am familiar with End It, and Sonia and Skip know that. But I think that what we should point out about End It is it's not just, plays, and it's things that speak to kids, inner truths, but they also really don't censor themselves. So there is real substance to the programming, to the plays. I mean, they're not doing Peter Pan, and they're writing these things, but I think people don't realize that these plays have a message.
Right.
And that message is not always fun and cute. It is serious because they're trying to help these kids navigate some really tricky things.
And it's important to know that it's driven by the youth. The youth decide the
youth,
topic.
Yeah, and they write it.
And what's great about that program, and Mr. H, we're going to stop talking so you can't hear in a minute. What's great, we're just going to keep bragging about you in the program, and then eventually, what's great about it is, when you think of music and arts program, you think, oh, it's going to be all these outgoing kids that love to be on stage. But think about what goes behind creativity and arts is a lot of times you need the people to design the sets and do everything. So there's really a place for everybody. And the other thing I'll just say is I went to a couple of programs of theirs in the last 3 months, and I was happening to sit next to a parent who had their child enrolled in the summer program, and she was telling me like how shy he was and everything, but yet he was up on the stage leading the discussion and dancing, and she's like, I cannot believe my son is up there doing this. She's like, she was just amazed that he had that confidence, and that's because of the family mentality they create at End It.
And now we're out of time, Ishmael. Thank you. No, I'm just kidding. Ishmael, tell us a little bit about what you do at End It.
Well, of course, my name is Ishmael. First and foremost, thank you guys for the award. Of course, my name is Ishmael, music director here at End It. Well, a little bit of what I do is basically music, man. And me growing up in Fort Pierce, me growing up also in a family of music, I've gained a love for music. So, of course, joining the St. Lucie County School Boards from CA North Forest Grove to Fort Pierce Westwood, I gained a love for the city and for the kids here in St. Lucie County. And so here at End It, we're basically teaching them music as far as music production. As you can see right now, I'm in the music studio right now where we teach the kids how to not only make beats or make instrumental, but more so how to like to understand it and the perfect way of doing it. Of course, with all the stage play that we do, all the shows that we put together, the kids are involved or recording voiceovers or recording their tracks. And also, like during the summer, shout out to Mr. Skip as well. During the summer, we've had the kids DJing, and oh man, if you was at the show, it was amazing. So basically, what I do, I teach them music production and a little bit of music theory as well, on learning how to read music, how to approach it as well too.
So Mr. Ish, tell me, I'm just curious, and this may bore most of our listeners, but what digital audio workstation do you guys use? What DAW do you use?
Man, I work with Logic. Logic, it's a Mac operated Apple. It's Logic Pro X. That's what I'm teaching the kids on right now. Of course,
Okay.
eventually down the line, I'm gonna introduce them to Pro Tools. But for now, Logic Pro X, and you're familiar with it as well with GarageBand. It's basically an upgrade version of GarageBand.
I
Nice.
see you and Indira nodding along in compliance. I know nothing. I
Yeah,
know.
I dabble a little bit,
Yeah, I
so I'm
know
very
you
familiar.
do.
And I'm always curious to what tools people use. So that logic is nice.
Very nice. Ishmael, congratulations to you and all, and really, Sonia and Skip started Ended, and from their, I think Skip had a banking background, if I'm
Yep.
not
Bank of
mistaken,
America.
and they've just found all the right people and the right, recipe for really changing some kids' lives. We've seen some kids really grow there. You just mentioned one the other day, so. Ishmael, I know you're a part of that, and how lucky for you and how lucky for the kids. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful, especially with Miss Sonia and Mr. Skip, two awesome people, two amazing people. They not only they love the kids, but also their employees as well too. So, um, Mr. Skip and Miss Sonia, kudos to you guys. I love you guys.
Go ahead.
Mr. Ish, I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to lie. If you put this in drywall, make sure you get a pretty good anchor. This thing's pretty heavy. I'm
It's
not going to
heavy.
lie. But, but we call this show All In because we want our viewers to not only learn about End It, and I think we've talked a lot about what End It does, but we call it All In because we want the viewers to know how they can be all in with your organization. So are you looking for volunteers, donations, anything that anybody can get involved to support you and your efforts and the whole team's effort?
Absolutely, man. We're always looking for volunteers. As a matter of fact, we are just like you mentioned earlier, we're working on the movie Daddy. Years ago, it used to be a stage play, so we're working on that right now, and we have a final date on when we're showing it. But as far as that, we're looking for volunteers to help out during our showing as well too. So you can contact us at our ended location as well. See our website www.everybodyisnotdoingit.org, I believe. Or just come check us out. Look us up on Facebook at Ended Corp or IG as well, Instagram. We're always looking for volunteers to help out.
I would also add if somebody's watching and they want to help out, and maybe they don't know how. First of all, if you have a teenager and you don't know what they're doing after school, if they're just sitting at home watching TV, have them go to End It. But also, what I like about End It is you can go to their website and you can support them by buying some End It swag. So they sell T-shirts with
Mm.
messages, hats, they got and sweatshirts, and it's really not. It's designed, I think, by the program kids, and it's pretty nice stuff. I got a couple of shirts and
Nice.
sweatshirt and whatnot.
Good. And just buy tickets to their show if they're having a show somewhere.
Oh, absolutely.
They had a murder mystery,
Absolutely.
I think. Yeah, not
Yep.
too long ago.
Yep.
All right. Well, you are going to eventually get this plaque. I have a new idea for that. But so Sean just has been collecting plaques since 2018. COVID started in 2020, just so you know. But since
I'm building a
2018,
fort.
he is. You probably could build a sizable fort at this point with the plaques that have not been given out. But I
Slightly
have a plan for
exaggerated.
that.
Yes.
Only slightly.
We're going to take a whole day and deliver them.
No, I don't think we're
We
ever
may
gonna
need a
do that.
U-Haul
I have a
truck.
new plan.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Ishmael. Have
Thank
a
you.
great day. Thank you for being with us. Say hi to Sonia. Actually, Sonia's in the comments. So hi, Sonia. And I think I just see Sonia.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thanks.
I
You
have a new
too.
plan. There was a little bit of a delay today, which was a little unsettling. So we apologize to our viewers. But I have a new plan. Let's host.
Wait. Do you want to vet it in front of everybody?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's not a sunshine show. We can't talk about it private. We got to talk about it on the show.
I'm just worried about what you're
We're
going to say.
living transparency. I was thinking we could just have like coffee and donuts and host a reception. We could show clips of it on the show.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't want to do the whole show as a reception. That's pretty pretty bad TV.
You know, there's going to be like 100 people there, right?
Yeah, because you would collect in the plaques.
I counted them. There's only like 11.
But even
now
I
12.
say for everybody that has won since 2019, they're welcome to come and mingle.
Okay, so it's not 2019 though. Can we? It's
2020.
It's late. It's mid 2020 till now.
Okay, so we'll say October 2021. So it's a lot, Sean.
Okay.
So April 2020 till now, you're welcome to come to the reception.
So what I'm picking up on this is you're going to have a reception to highlight my inefficiency to hand out these plaques.
Well, I just thought it'd be nice for all the winners to come and meet each other.
It would be nice.
But then it'd be hard for them. But we should do it.
I like that. Okay. We could have a coffee.
Yeah, I mean, because we're never, like, as they grow, we're never going to go to all those places. So let's just invite them over for coffee and donuts.
Okay.
All right, we're doing it.
All right.
I'm going to have Margaret call and schedule.
All right.
Can happen officially until Margaret says
Can we do the all-in show there? So it would just be us eating and handing out plaques? That sounds like good TV, right?
It does not. Does not. It sounds terrible. So we're back. What else is going on? We have 9 minutes left. Remember, this is a timed show. We're big time. This like you have to get
CBS won't pick us up unless we get it down to 30 minutes.
Yes. We have to stay within the time limits. I know there's a few things that we have to talk about at the chamber. We have our Business and Industry Awards. Oh, we'll talk about installation first. Thank you, Indira. That's very helpful. So installation is October 29th.
Wait, is it the 28th or the 29th? I'm teasing you.
I hate you. I don't know, and I can't read it. I have no glasses on. But
it's Friday.
It's October 29th, Friday. And the installation, the purpose of the installation is to install the new board and the new executive team, and in particular, the new chair of the board of directors.
Who won't be there.
But is willing to tape a very rousing speech. Did I oversell it?
Yeah, completely.
Because our new chair is of course this guy, Sean Boyle. You're going to be the chair of the St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce, which people don't know this, but it's kind of new and different because typically nonprofit directors or CEOs aren't as involved in the business community as you are, and we haven't had a lot of them serve as chairs.
No, I'm excited. I'm bummed that I can't be there. I'm bummed that I can't be there, but I am going to pre-record like you asked me to. And thanks for bringing it up. That has to be rousing because I wasn't planning on even standing. But
you can rouse from a seated position. We're doing that right now.
I'm excited because I mean, you helped open my eyes, and honestly, wouldn't be here with this show, much less even on the chamber board or even as involved with businesses if it weren't for you, because you helped point out and pave the way for us to, because we obviously come from a place of we want to help families and children.
Yes.
You helped me understand and redirect that by doing so, you're also helping the business community. And so I greatly appreciate that and appreciate the entree that you created for us to be involved in the business community. And it's kind of culminating. And to me, it's just kind of weird to think that I'm going to be the chair of the chamber. If it was, 8 years ago, you'd be like, what?
What? The children's services guy?
So
yeah.
I'm super excited, and it's really a huge honor, and I'm kind of overwhelmed by it. But
I'm very excited. It's a bit of a visible role. And so I'm excited for you to have that too, because we were talking earlier and you'd never been to Carter's, and I'm going to call you out on that right here on TV. But that's okay. But Carter's is a staple of St. Lucie County, and you've not been to Carter's. So I still have many things to expose you to.
Yeah. Thanks for pointing that out.
And thank you for coming out on the field with me for the first time as I threw out the first pitch at the Mets game.
And
filmed it.
And fun fact, you had your education night at the Met Stadium. Mm-hmm. We were one of the sponsors, along with, was it Garber Buick? Mm-hmm. See, I remember that. She went out on the field and threw the first pitch, and we kept telling her, like, you can't be halfway between the pitcher's mound and the catcher. You got to do the full pitch. Now, they wouldn't let her actually on the mound. I'm not really sure why, but they wouldn't let her on the mound, but your back foot was touching the mound.
It was.
And you threw a great pitch. We got it on video. And because I know you were worried about it, and you did a great job.
Yeah, because everybody was betting me. My parents were there because my dad didn't think I could do it. Paul didn't think I could do it. Paul from the Mets was like with my parents saying I'm not going to be able to do it. And then I threw it and I made it. But if you look at my Facebook video, all you see is the throw. You don't see where it went. But I just can assure you it made it to the plate, not over the plate, but to the plate.
Yeah, I videoed it because it was so far out to get it all. It could barely see you. So I zoomed and then I didn't catch up with the ball.
Yeah. But the ball made it to the plate, not over the plate, but made it to the plate. And I was actually very proud of that because I haven't thrown a baseball since the 80s.
I asked you if you were practicing, and you said no.
I threw socks at my dog because she thought it was fun, but it wasn't really the same thing. But I kept saying, I need to practice. I'm going to throw socks at my ball. But we did have our education night. It wasn't as well attended as we'd hoped. So in the summer in Florida, it often, I don't want to shock anybody, but it often rains. And
I think all that is true except for the word often. It rains.
It rains.
Every day.
It daily rains.
Yeah.
So I think people were a little afraid of the rain, although it didn't rain till, actually, I threw out the first pitch and then they called the game.
Yeah, you're right. They did. You're right.
So it did rain. So we didn't get as much attendees as we wanted to. So it's open to all school board employees. And I think there's over 4,900 school board employees. And we give them and a friend or whoever they want to bring. Doesn't even have to be a friend. Yeah. A ticket to the ball game.
Bring your enemy.
Courtesy of the Children's Services Council and Garber Buick. But Sean, rightfully so, called me out and said, how many tickets did you really buy? And I was like, not many. So next year.
So we have a free sponsorship for next year.
Yeah, you do. I'm not even going to collect again. Believe me. Trust me, I can't. Because we didn't spend that much money, I can assure you. But also next year, we're going to open it up. We're going to expand it to any kind of school worker, which is like any school worker. That means private school, public school, bus driver, cafeteria. We don't care. You get 2 free tickets. Also, the programs of the Children's Services Council.
I was going to bring that up. I was going to put you on the spot. I like it.
So anybody that works for a Children's Services Council program, and there's 47 or 8 of those?
51 programs.
Oh, wow. They and a friend can come. And I think first responders. And if we spend all our money, that's fine.
Yeah.
I
would rather have that issue than not spending. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. Frontline workers is what we'll call it. So that's hospitals, doctor's office, emergency, firefighters, police department. Yeah.
That would be a great day.
I hope they take us up on it because we're giving you 2 free tickets. But here's the best part. And people are really underplaying this part. So we set up booths for all of the chamber members. They all get 1 free booth there. We don't charge them. They bring their tent. They bring their stuff, their marketing materials. We set up a business, alley.
Yeah, that was nice.
And here, some of the best
swag
giveaways and swag
you got this
I've ever seen in my life.
Rain poncho and a football, which was cool.
And it has a football that has a carabiner attached, and you crack it open, and there is a rain poncho in it. And then, we've gone way beyond sanitizer. Like this is next level tchotchkes. So I want to encourage everybody to make sure that you come. And maybe we'll open it up to everybody. If you walk through and you get like 3 stamps on a card, you get 2 free tickets.
And the other thing, I don't know if we can arrange it, but I didn't have a drink that night, but I noticed it was $1 drink and $1 food.
Yes,
so
it was. It was $1 beer, $1 food night. Yeah. $1 sodas and beer. I don't remember. But anyway, we have 2 minutes, and I know that Indira's telling me I've got a few more things to get it through. Business and Industry Awards. This is the annual event for the Chamber. We usually have 400 people attend this. In this day and age, we had to postpone it for 2020. We really couldn't get it in 2021 thanks to September's, re-wave of COVID. And so now we're in January 12th, and we're going to do it at 4 different venues. We're going to have watch parties at 4 different venues. So get your tickets for that. If you want to watch it at home, we'll give you a little box to watch it with. And if you pick one of our just a ticket holders, you can go to one of our bar partners, Sailfish and Hop Life, and we'll give you a little box to watch it with some other friends. But Business and Industry, they're picking the winners, and we need you to make sure you buy your tickets. Young Floridian, you're also a part of that because
Yeah.
this is foundation stuff. The Back to School and Young Floridian are foundation endeavors of the Chamber of Commerce. And Young Floridian goes back to 1987. High school seniors, they get 2 free years at IRSC with books.
Oh,
2
wow.
free years.
With the books. That's awesome.
Yeah, they always get a book stipend. That's actually every single student that is a Young Floridian contender. I didn't say it right, but you know what I meant.
Yeah.
They get a book stipend from IRSC. And they also get $1,000
Wow.
from the chamber. So if you win and you go to IRSC, you get 2 years up to your associate's degree plus $1,000 from us.
You can't
plus
beat
books.
that.
And if you go somewhere else, because many of our students do, we've had some Ivy League bound Young Floridian winners, we'll send $1,000 to that school on your behalf. The chamber sends that.
That's very cool.
Yep. So it's a huge, we call it our pomp and circumstance event. We have coordinator dinners and judges breakfast, and then we have a luncheon where we meet the candidates in person and interview them, and then we do at Sunrise Theater now a huge award ceremony, which was really well received last year. I enjoyed it very much. It was on a Saturday, and we had a huge crowd.
Yeah, at the Sun. Yeah, it was great.
It was the biggest crowd I'd seen in years because we usually do it on a Wednesday at McAlpin.
Yeah,
It was
nice.
huge.
I have one announcement. I know we're out of time, and I don't have a cool graphic yet because we're developing it, but we are going to go back in person, unless something crazy happens, for our Sounds of the Season concert at the Sunrise Theater, where we are some of our program youth perform holiday songs and plays and entertainment. And it's going to be on Friday, December 17th at the Sunrise Theater. Tickets will be free. We generally sell out, and that we give out at least 1,200 tickets. So we will keep you abreast of that. Just look at the Children's Services Council San Luis County Facebook page. And we really look forward to seeing everybody back in person.
Whatever else I had to say, we don't have time for. So our clock hit 0 like 3 minutes ago. I want to thank everybody for being with us today. I want to thank Sean for co-hosting and sponsoring this show. And of course, congratulations to Ishmael and everybody over at End It. Thank you, Indira. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you next month right back here at TreasureCoastStudios.com.
For what show?
All in. All right.